Hi and welcome to MobilePhoneTraining.co.uk. We're going to be talking to you about the LG Viewty or KU990 in this video, and it's touching on really from our last video, which we went into the overview of the camera, the gallery and the video settings. Now this video should be focusing on purely just the camera functionality, as there is quite a bit to get through. Now, first of all is how you access the camera. We said in our overview of our video, and for those that haven't seen it, what we've got here now on the LG Viewty is pretty much resembles a switch that you will see on a digital camera of some kind or a video camera. And you've got the switch that has camera, video camera and obviously playback or gallery view. And you just slide this switch here from left to right, up and down to get into which one you want. Once you've chosen which one you want, you're going to need to press the big silver key here, which enables you to access that function. But before we can do all of that, we need to unlock the keypad. To do that, we press this round silver key here. The round silver key is your unlock key, and it also doubles up as your image stabilization key whilst in camera mode. So to bring the phone to life, you have to press this unlock key twice. Or no, actually once, because I brought it to life by pressing it by accident. So press it once more, and then again, and then the phone comes to life and the keypad's unlocked, and now you can start to touch the screen. One of the ways to access the camera, as said before, is through the shortcut menu. So slide your switch into camera, press the big silver key, camera loading. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. The other way to access the camera is by going through the menu. So press menu, then the second tab is what I call the multimedia tab, and then you've got camera, which is at the top, and then that will take you straight into the camera functionality mode. Now this is also very, very great. Now, one of the things that you're going to pick up on with the LG Viewty is that all the settings and everything is hidden on the screen, which is in what we call a ghost menu. So let's just go through some of the things at the top of the screen. Some of the things that you'll probably come across on top of the screen is this camera icon here tells you that it's obviously in camera mode. Then you've got the flash icon, which currently says flash off. Then next to that you've got the macro button telling you you've got macros on, and then you've got the ISO controls. Now, remembering that the Viewty is probably one of the only handsets in the camera phone market as a mobile phone that it goes up to ISO 800. Leaving on auto gives you the best possible quality of picture that it can supply you. You've also got here what megapixel you're going to be taking the picture in, whether it's going to be VGA or 1 megapixel, 2 megapixel, 3, and then obviously 5 megapixel. The next thing next to it tells you what the quality of the picture is going to be. So if it says N, it stands for normal, F stands for fine, and SF stands for super fine. And the last icon here is telling me that it's going to store my pictures to my memory card, which is also very good. As you can see, you've got a box here which is like your autofocus box, which is where your picture is going to be taken. That's the focal point. If you tap the screen at the bottom, what happens is on the left hand side you have a scroll bar here. Now this scroll bar, if we tap it, you can see it going up there. That allows you to zoom in and zoom out. So the top obviously lets you zoom in, by pressing the latter it lets you zoom out. But not forgetting that the LG Viewty is quite intuitive, and that you have a scroll wheel at the back of the handset just here. And the motion is normally just flick and hold, or flick round and hold. And what we're going to do now is actually show you the motion to do that. Okay, the way in which this is done is simply by doing this motion here. And that's exactly how you zoom in, by scrolling up, and then you scroll down like so to zoom out. And as you can see from here, that this is your lens cover, so to speak. This is your tempered glass here, and the actual lens, the Schneider Kreuznach lens, is actually underneath. So this is how you zoom in. So you can see my finger never really ever touches the inner part of the lens. It never gets in the way of the photo. Okay, so now we've seen that. As I said to you before, the lens technology used by LG on their handsets is Schneider Kreuznach of Germany. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but around the edge of the rim there, it does say Schneider Kreuznach. Schneider's famously known to work with people like Kodak. He does a lot of Kodak lenses, so very well known player in the industry. Other thing that I'll say to pick up on as well is the button here, which is called the settings key. We'll go into that into more detail in our next video, because we can't go over any more than 10 minutes with YouTube. So just want to make sure that we acknowledge that there is a settings key there. Carrying on then, at the top right of the ghost menu, that the first one we come up with is our flash. So if we tap the flash icon, what you will see instantly is that you have the ability to put the flash on auto, red eye reduction, or always off. Now if you choose red eye reduction, what will happen is it will give you a red light, of course, for the red eye reduction, then it will flash once, then it will do a double flash, and then it will take the picture. Double flash is extremely bright. It's a xenon flash, or strobe flash as LG call it, and it's a very, very good flash, and it literally does brighten up the room, which is very good. Auto means it will detect the settings inside the environment, inside the where you are, the room or the club or the outdoors. So it will choose whether a flash is necessary and utilize the ISO controls to give you the best possible picture. And obviously always off means it's always going to stay off. When you tick on mode, it tells you what kind of capture mode it's going to try and do and give you the best settings for that mode, whether you choose portrait, night, sport, landscape, beach or party. I've tried sport before, and sport generally makes the shutter a lot quicker, so that's very good. Then you've got the balance controls of the contrasts. Again, by tapping it here, it allows me to move that up or down. So if I tap here, for instance, it will move down, it'll give me a darker picture, and if I tap here, you will see it start to move up, which is quite good. Other thing that you should pick up on as well is the last function, which is the camera function here. This allows you to choose what type of shot you're looking for. So by standard and by default, it's always in normal shot. You can choose continuous shot, which is going to take 9 bursts of the same picture that you're trying to capture. Then you have the ability to choose whichever one's the best one for you and then delete the rest. Panorama, what that does is it allows you to do panoramic shots. And the fantastic thing about the Viewty is it will have like a ghost on the left hand side of where you last took the last picture, which helps you to line it up perfectly. And as you can see, the 3 boxes at the bottom help you to line it up also, and it brings it all together. Whenever you do a panoramic shot, the key thing to note here, it will change into 1 megapixel mode, and in our next video we'll show you how to move that back up into 5 megapixels. Last one in the menu is going to be frame shot, and these are the ones that have got the cartoon characters and a bit of the fun stuff. So if you want to make someone look like a pirate, for instance, you can do. Once you're using the frame shots, it knocks the resolution down to QV mode, which is obviously beneath the 1 megapixel mode. So that was just basically the outer edge of the ghost menu for the LG Viewty camera. If you move on to video 2, which should be in our video responses, you'll also see the video for the second part, which is going to take us going into settings. So hopefully you've enjoyed a bit about the outside overview of getting into the camera, and that's brought to you by MobilePhoneTraining.co.uk. Thank you.